Portobello began its operations in 1979, and nowadays it is one of the largest ceramic tile companies in Latin America. Based in Tijucas, Santa Catarina, and with more than 10 factories and 2,000 employees, which are responsible for product design and innovation, setting trends in the Brazilian architectural and decoration market. The company manufactures over 23.5 billion square meters of ceramic finishing products yearly, and Portobello serves countries worldwide. Portobello is fervent for design to the core. The purpose of its products is to constantly transform surroundings and rouse people. Thus, the company is dedicated to innovative technology, required for holding a competitive edge and achieving international competitiveness. The design sector is made up of professionals who research the latest market trends, creating products tailored to the current wishes and to continually reach more people. All the design ideas are drafted in the development laboratory. Here, the designers begin the product development process, then test its utility, colors, shapes, and up to the final touches. Portobello uses raw materials from its own quarries or outsources them, and then they are shipped by trucks, stored, and afterwards sent to the factories. The process begins by formulating and weighing the rocky and clay materials which have been previously specified during the product development process. The turbo tanks are loaded with the formulation using conveyors responsible for diluting the clays, facilitating and cutting down on milling time. The formulation of this blended clay will then be diluted by water and then added to the mills. Here, it will be milled using grinding balls or agate pebbles and aluminum balls. These two formulations, after a specified time of milling, become porcelain slurry, which is in a pasty liquid state. Then the porcelain slurry is stored in submerged tanks, whereas the slurry is blended in order to avoid the solid material separating from the water. The pasty liquid in the tanks is pumped to the atomizer, where the temperature is 110 Celsius for evaporation. After this process, only the atomized powder remains. The powder before atomizing in the mixing tank, the color can be changed using different types of dyes, and then it goes through diverse trials. After being atomized, it is stored in storage tanks. Production programming of the presses is done in the planning center. Using a technological tower, aided by atomized powder loading bins, and then it is transported to the presses, which have already been programmed for precise pressing of the porcelain material. At this time, the atomized powder undergoes compaction, and then the material is transferred to a dryer, where the pressed product goes through the drying process. The final quality of the product is noticeable, depending on the quality of the care in the glazing process and compliance with all the standards from all previous processes. At this time, the product is treated using a substrate layer, glaze, granite powder, soluble salt, and serigraphic decoration. Portobello is equipped with a digital printer for the application of several types of patterns on the products to create an exclusive product. After glazing and stamping, the material is placed in baskets and transported to stock to be loaded in the oven using the basket conveyor, the TGB. This transport mode is responsible for removing and placing the baskets in the glazing machines and ovens. The control room is responsible for keeping the ovens heated to the appropriate temperature to achieve product quality and comply with the specified quality standard requirements. Products are molded in ovens. They are heated to a temperature around 1200 Celsius to be sintered, which means the material undergoes a chemical transformation. After burning, glazing the product, it is sorted into categories. They are sorted into extra, commercial, and scrap materials. After sorting, the tiles are stored in baskets, and the acceptable products go on to the polishing process. After concluding the manufacturing process, some products are transferred to polishing, and others get directly packed. The polishing process includes the final honing and polishing so that the product looks just like the designer's creation to meet the consumer's expectations. The laboratory performs diverse trials on samples to prove compliance to product attributes to maintain the Portobello quality standards. After quality control inspection, the shipping department prepares the finished products for the transfer to the stockroom. Here, the pallets are covered with plastic wrap and put in stock. After this step, the products remain here until shipment, by truck to the final destination. Before shipping and delivery to the customer, the material is weighed on a scale. Portobello employs these steps in the manufacturing process to create and distribute contemporary finishing products and provide services to the consumer seeking feasibility in projects and dreams with originality and quality.